It started on a Thursday evening, just another ordinary night after work. I was curled up on our worn-out beige couch, the one we picked out together during our first year of marriage, scrolling mindlessly through TikTok while Adil, my husband, was in the other room. He said he had a late Zoom meeting with clients in Dubai. He worked in software, and the odd hours had become routine. Still, something about his distance lately had been gnawing at me. I didn't plan to do it. It wasn't revenge or curiosity. It was more like a sixth sense. Something in my gut whispered that something was wrong. I don't know why I downloaded that dating app. Maybe it was just to see what kind of people were out there now. Maybe it was just to confirm that I was being paranoid. I made a fake profile with photos of a friend who had moved abroad, changed the name to Sana, and kept the details minimal. 29, single, book lover. I thought I'd be swiping for a while, but barely 10 minutes in, I saw him. Adil. His face stared back at me from a photo I didn't recognize, but I knew it was recent. He was wearing the green polo shirt I had gifted him last Eid. He smiled confidently at the camera, standing in front of a coffee shop I knew was near his office. My stomach dropped. I clicked his profile. The bio said, "New to this, looking for something real, never married, no kids, just me and my coffee addiction." Never married. I stared at the screen until it dimmed, my breath shallow, my hands cold. He was in the next room, laughing lightly on his Zoom call, while his dating profile, just meters away, claimed he was single. I didn't think. I swiped right. It matched instantly. Within moments, a message arrived. "Hey there. You seem different. In a good way." I read it again and again, my heart racing. He had swiped right on Sana. That meant he was actively using the app. And this wasn't an old profile he forgot about. No one matches and messages instantly by accident. My mind buzzed with questions. Who was this man? What else had he been hiding? Was this new, or had I been married to a stranger all along? Trying to keep my composure, I replied, "Thanks. You seem interesting too. What brings you here?" His response came within seconds. "Just trying to meet someone genuine. Tired of games." Games. I wanted to scream. I wanted to run into the other room and throw the phone at him. But instead, I kept talking, kept pretending. I needed to know more. I needed to see how deep the lies went. He told me his name was Adil, that he was in software, single, no kids, and lived alone. He loved old movies, hated clubbing, and was just looking for a connection. Every word was a betrayal. That night, while he slept beside me like nothing had happened, I stayed up in the bathroom crying. Quiet sobs, face buried in a towel. It felt like I was mourning a person who was still breathing, but I couldn't stop. I had to know who I was really married to. Over the next few days, I kept talking to him as Sana. I asked questions. I flirted. I mirrored his energy. He flirted back harder. He told me he hadn't felt this kind of spark in a long time. He said he wanted to meet. I agreed, but asked if we could video chat first. He said yes without hesitation. That broke me. He wasn't scared, he wasn't worried, he was comfortable, practiced. This wasn't a one-time mistake, this was a lifestyle. I made another fake profile just to test him. Different photos, different name. He matched with her, too. Same compliments, same charm, different lies. That's when I realized he wasn't cheating on me with a woman. He was cheating on me with a pattern, with a lie. One night, pretending to be Sana, I asked him if he'd ever had a serious relationship. He replied, "Yeah, once, years ago. She was sweet but too clingy, wanted too much too fast. I had to end it." I stared at the message in disbelief. He was talking about me. We met 6 years ago. He was rewriting our love story into a cautionary tale. I asked if she loved him. He answered, she thought she did. Something inside me snapped, but I kept going. I needed evidence. I started documenting everything, screenshots, chat logs, timestamps. I printed it all and waited. Then, one evening after dinner, I handed him an envelope. He looked confused. "What's this?" "Proof," I said quietly. "Proof of what?" "Of who you really are when you think I'm not watching." He opened it and started reading. His face turned pale as he flipped through the pages. Silence hung between us. For the first time in years, I saw fear in his eyes. "You've been spying on me?" he finally said, his voice defensive. You've been lying to me for God knows how long, I replied. He stammered, trying to defend himself, trying to twist it all back onto me. But I was done playing the role of the forgiving wife. I told him I knew about the other women, the fake life he told them, the lies about being single. He said he didn't know how to stop, that he loved me but was broken. I told him broken people don't casually destroy others. I left that night and moved in with my cousin. I filed for divorce within the week, but the story didn't end there. 2 weeks later, a woman messaged the Sana profile. Her name was Ramin. She wrote, "Hi, I think we need to talk. I've been dating a deal for 6 months." My heart sank. We talked. She was kind, confused, and crushed. Adil had told her he was divorced, that his ex-wife had been unstable. She had even met his mother, who apparently thought he was still single. Ramin knew of 3 other women he was talking to regularly. It wasn't just betrayal, it was a web. A web I had been caught in for years, thinking I was special. It took months of therapy and time to start healing. I changed my number, blocked him on everything. I didn't even go back to get my things. One email slipped through weeks later. He wrote, "I'm sorry, I didn't know how to stop lying. I didn't want to lose you, but I lost myself first." I never replied. Some stories don't need closure from the one who broke you. The closure is in choosing yourself. A year later, I downloaded the app again. This time it wasn't to catch someone. It was to begin again, to find someone honest, if they exist. Or maybe to just rediscover myself. Not the quiet version of me who ignored red flags, not the broken version who accepted crumbs, but the woman who listened to her own voice. The last swipe wasn't for him, it was for me.